Voltei. Acho que já dá pra ver na tela, né? Tá. Só coisar aqui. Que eu abri de novo a live. Eu gosto de tela aberta pra ver se para de funcionar. Não sei se dá pra ouvir. Acho que se pá não. O bagulho não tá aparecendo aqui pra mim. Por causa que tava full screen. Uma diminuída. Tá. Ativa o HDR, pelo amor de Deus. Que ficou horrível na live. Agora no OBS. Acho que agora ficou melhor. É. Dá pra ver melhor. Só. Tá merda, tá meio merda que o som tá parando quando eu coisei no OBS. Daí fica ruim. Eu não sei como é isso. Espera só um segundo aqui que eu tô com um problema técnico aí. Tô vendo a live. Tá. Tá. O brilho do jogo tá esquisito. Tentando ver pelo celular, mas não dá pra ver. Tô com. Que antes no primeiro jogo ele tava ligando o HDR automático e tava o brilho muito estranho. Mas agora, e no segundo, aí eu tinha conseguido consertar no primeiro jogo, mas no segundo parece que tá dando o mesmo problema agora. Engraçado, quando eu tinha aberto pra testar não tinha dado isso. Tá. Mas agora foi pra Windows, eu não quero Windows, eu quero Borders. Tem Windows, quando vai pra outra tela ele sai o som. Ai, que merda isso. E fica foda. Tá, quando eu vou ir testar o bagulho, ele vai ficar coisando. Mas eu não vou ter como consertar isso agora. Tem que ver isso mais tarde. Mas, enfim. Tá. Vou dar New Game. Import Character. Vamos de Insanity de novo, né? Porque a gente é louco. Name. Puxa. Ranking a gente começa no 49. Vanguard. Paragon. Rex sobreviveu. Kaida não, né? Conselho tá vivo. E o Anderson tava no conselho. Me avisa se tiver algum problema. Um som também, porque jogo novo talvez tenha que ajustar.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
Quem será que é, né? Pra ler o texto direitinho? Não posso botar pro BS, senão dá ruim. Tem cara de chola. Tá dando? Tá top.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active.
O segundo jogo tá mais bonito que o primeiro.
Board
Eu
is
também,
green.
né?
We are running silent.
O segundo é mais novo.
We're wasting
mas-
our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector and we haven't found any
O
sign of
textinho
death
foi um
activity.
resumo do que a gente fez no primeiro e que depois eles nos
Ships went
mandaram
missing here in the
pra
past month.
procurar os
Something
Geth
happened to
que
My money's on
estão
slavers.
espalhados
The terminus system
pelos
is crawling.
sistemas.
Picking up
A gente se
something on
livrar
a
do
long-range
resto dos
scanner.
Geth. Mas
Unidentified
que, tipo,
vessel.
ninguém se importa com os Reapers, só a gente.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Basicamente isso. Do texto.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down.
Ai.
Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Essa nave sempre me lembrou aquelas baterias de batata. Não sei. Olha o meu amor.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time?
Batata? Sabe aquelas batatas que, tipo, tu conecta os fios e as coisas, aqueles projetos de ciência? No portal tem... Eles... Ah, eu não vou dar spoiler.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto
Depois
the
eu te
escape
mostro o que eu
shuttles.
tava falando.
Joker's still in the cockpit.
Esse
He won't
gato.
evacuate. I'm not leaving either. I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker. Shepard, Liara, go. Now.
Vai, meu amor.
Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Ai. Deu ruim ali.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown
Ai.
enemy.
Opa, não dá pra vir por ali.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Ui, tá aberto. Tá céu aberto aqui. Meu Deus. Tá bem aberto. O desgraçado do Joker não saiu da bosta da cadeira dele, né? Ah, tu é todo quebrado, mas podia ter fugido antes. Dá menos trabalho pra mim. Vamos, homem.
on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay.
Vamos, senão eu vou quebrar tuas duas pernas. Não vou precisar fazer muito esforço.
Watch the arm. Commander! Shepard!
Já viu aquele filme Gravidade? Tu tá vendo, basicamente. Então, né? Effect 2. Pode ser. Porque era um DLC. Eu nunca cheguei a comprar esse DLC. As escolhas do primeiro jogo.
Another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make. The paths you choose. That turn the routine into anything but.
Tudo novo pra mim.
That's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Alenko. A good kid, loyal, by the
Tá
book.
contando sobre o primeiro jogo.
We came across the lone survivor of the patrol.
Se a gente... Eu não sei se a gente vai conseguir fazer escolha, já que a gente jogou o primeiro jogo. Mas eu sei que, tipo, se a gente não tivesse jogado o primeiro, a gente poderia fazer, tipo, escolhas. Pra, tipo, começar o segundo bombando. Essa DLC que a gente tá vendo.
Scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact. A beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans.
Eu acho que esse quadrinho tem pra vender também, tipo, físico.
Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of
Sei que tem uns livros e uns quadrinhos de outras histórias de Mass Effect. Eu tenho um livro só. Revelação.
I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite specters could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel
Meu melhor
Security.
amigo.
Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship.
Não parece nada com
He
Anderson.
told me I'd need it more than he would.
O desenho tá ruim.
He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species, Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari.
É,
Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Caden was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara.
ah,
As commander, I knew
esse
either
coisa não
relationship had
tá...
potential to interfere
Não,
with
o
the
mod
mission.
não afeta,
I
aparentemente.
told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Noveria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni queen. The queen's drones were everywhere, and they were not happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was
Eles não
more
falaram
than
de
just
Feros, não.
operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy.
É mais ou
The
menos.
Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research.
Resumão.
Rex disagreed, violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy
O
it.
terceiro não
These
tem
Krogan
isso, é
weren't me.
tomar no teu cu, te vira pra entender a história.
Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people. and
Eu
that Saren was the
joguei, eu
real
e o Ariel
threat.
jogamos pela primeira vez
When we
usando a
finally got
wiki
to the
do
center
lado,
of the
porque a gente não
base,
sabia nada que
I
estava
realized
acontecendo.
just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to
Doutrinação.
think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke and we planned to use it.
Na verdade,
Before
não,
we
a
could
gente tava
detonate
com
the
o Kaido.
bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates.
Não consigo levar ele a sério quando ele tá andando naquela prancha, parece um surfista prateado.
I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man and a great soldier. But I had to choose. And I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was
A Liara tá feia aí, hein?
She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside for the sake of the mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other. And it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once
Eu
on the
lembrei
planet,
do
we
escolhi
discovered a
esperar agora.
Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a
Meia
parting
caneca de
rift.
quentão agora.
The Protheans had
E não era
discovered
só
that the
cachaça.
Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and reestablish
Eu
the
vi
relays
vídeo
to
uma
dark
vez
space,
de uma mina que tava
bringing the weight of the
jogando
Reapers here to
e cada vez
destroy
que eles
us all.
falavam Reapers, ela
We
tomava
followed
um
him to the
shot.
Citadel. It was intact,
Imagino,
but
bala,
heavily
deve ter
damaged.
morrido, né?
He'd caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping.
Não deve ter durado muito.
With Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him.
Porque tu me odeia tanto assim.
He died believing that the Reapers
É que eu
would
morro
save him.
também.
As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They
É.
represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in
Eu não
my
sei se a gente
control,
precisava
Saren
mesmo ter
defeated
salvado,
them,
mas
Normandy
bem.
leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but As the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician, ruthless and ambitious. He would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career
Super show de bola, o cara gente boa, ao contrário dessas pessoas.
And someone I could trust.
Né?
Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect.
Both great leaders, meio forte.
The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Deu tudo errado. E a gente morreu.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Olha aí. Aí a gente volta com uma cara completamente diferente. Não. E aí, tu quer continuar no Vanguard ou quer pegar outra classe? Dá pra trocar. Em cada jogo... Harmonização facial. Em cada jogo é um pouquinho diferente as coisas, os poderes, o bang. Heavy Pistol, tem outras armas também. Não vou pegar sempre que eu gosto. A moral é fazer coisa diferente. Porque dessa vez tem outras armas. Tem Heavy Pistol, Submachine Gun e tal. E aí? Quer que eu pare em cada coisa pra tu ler? Vai manter a mesma? Pode ser. Plant L5, Biotic Charge, Pull, Shockwave. Shockwave não tinha. Pull é que eu não sou muito fã, mas Pull também tem no Andromeda. Shotgun. Mas o que eu gosto é o da Liara, mas o da Liara a gente só teve. Eu não sei por que eu desbloqueei no primeiro. Que não era pra ter, né, pra gente ter tido acesso. Que é o Solip. Pô, como é que é o nome? Usei o troço o jogo inteiro e não me lembro mais. Enfim, aquele que faz as galera subir e tomar dano. Tem Shot, Heavy Pistol e Submachine. Submachine é que nem um rifle, um Assault Rifle. Porque é umas balas mais leves, então é menos ruim. Sentinel, Deck Armor, Troll, Warp. Ah, mas a gente não tem nem mais Warp agora no Vanguard mesmo? Ah, que tristeza. Ah, sim, claro, porque daí tu Tu puxa os caras pra ti e tu atira com a shot. Não, não tem mais. Aquele era por causa de um achievement. O jogo me deu, tipo, de graça. Que geralmente aquele desbloqueia depois que tu usa o poder da Liara, sei lá quantas vezes, sei lá, 100 vezes numa playthrough só. Aí na segunda playthrough, depois que tu desbloqueou, que ele desbloqueia aquele poder, saca? Overload, Cryoblast. Cryoblast é bem bom. Back, Biotics. Isto. Incendiary Cryo. Ah, esse aqui tem. Esse aqui tu tem que ser treinado em. Esse jogo tem que ser treinado nos tipos de emo também. Não lembrava. Ah, Singularity. Tem Singularity, mas só Adept tem. Singularity que é bom. Warp Patrol. Mas aí só Adept tem. Adept tem outros Adept que a gente pode levar. Combat Strong, Overload, Incinerate, Hacking. Tá. É Tech e Bio. E Biotic. Quer ficar com Vanguard, então? Ah, aqui os achievements tá coisando. Não sei porque, não era pra estar desbloqueando nessa coisa. Armor, Barrier, Slam. Qual é os... O que tem no Vanguard mesmo? Biotic Charge, Pull, Shockwave. Shot. Charge, Pull, Shockwave. Slam. Slam é aquele que dá um pulo, né? Dá um... Porno Grenade, Flashbang. Acho que Slam. Shockwave não é parecido com esse Slam. Shockwave tu dá um coisa, tipo, dá choque, assim. Todo mundo que tá perto. Opa, pera aí. O Slam é basicamente a mesma coisa, assim. Tu dá dano, assim, todo mundo, assim, na volta, só que é dano biótico. Se eu não me engano. Eu tô pensando no Andrômeda, porque no Andrômeda tu consegue usar todas as classes, basicamente. Tu consegue ir trocando. E no Andrômeda foi o máximo de Vanguard que eu usei. Assim, de classe, assim, de perto, sabe? Na trilogia original eu só usava o Infiltrator. Aí tô tentando lembrar dos poderes que eu usava no Andrômeda. Claro que não vai ser igual, né? Mas é parecido. Tinha um Slam no Andrômeda. Fortification, acho que é tipo Barrier. Barrier tem aqui. Geth Shield Boost. Não vale a pena. Reeve eu não me lembro. Deixa eu jogar no Google aqui rapidão. Parou o som, não é? Deixa eu jogar aqui no Google rapidão o que é Reeve. Mass Effect Fields. Atacar. Prevenir os caras de se curar. Reeve, eu acho. Que é o que seria o melhor. Prevenir os caras de se curar. Barrier também seria bom. Melhor que escudo. É tipo escudo, só que é baseado no teu poder biótico, saca? Não, mas eu acho que Reeve é melhor. Vamos de Reeve.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Acho que tá acontecendo.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard.
Ah, deixa eu só... Calma, deixa quieta aí. Eu tenho um pouquinho de Paragon. Eu tenho 2 Squad Points pra coisar. O que o Charge faz? Eu dou um choque nos caras. Jogo neles. Prevent Healing. É o que é o negócio que eu peguei agora. Ai, eu odeio esse sistema. Puta que pariu. Vai custando cada vez mais. Uma merda, eu odeio esse sistema. É muito ruim. Source Health. Temporary Health Bonus. Reeve. É muito ruim assim. Gente, só se fode. Esse aqui é com... Esse aqui tem coisa. Esse tem ammo.
Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off.
Olha aqui, a gente pulou.
Keep moving, we need to get to the shuttles.
Não, a gente tá com a cicatriz na sobrancelha, só que a gente tá com outras cicatrizes também.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your...
Tá bom, Miranda, já entendi. Ô caralho. Ai, eu não tinha visto isso. Ô merda. Ai, que merda. Não, pula não é bem pular, tu atravessa uns troços. É, tipo, volte.
Keep moving, we need to get to the shuttles. Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your...
Tá, eu já entendi, Miranda. tô morrendo.
Coast is clear.
Tá. Não tô mais. É Insanity, né? É bem insano mesmo. O objetivo é pra lá, então eu vou pra cá. Pelo menos tem bastante munição. Tá. Oi.
Waste time. I can't keep the mix distracted for long.
Ah, te vira. O que me acordou.
More reinforcements heading. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out. Take the elevator down one floor. Hurry! Get to the door! Run!
Ah!
You're doing fine, Shep. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got mechs closing in on my position.
Ai, Miranda, cala a boca. Oi.
Progress is slow, but
Quero
subject
ler.
shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Individual nodes to find matching symbols. Tá. E? Eu acho que eu não entendi como é que coisa é. Ah, tá, tá. Entendi agora. Ah, isso é mais fácil.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But
4
nobody seems to
billion
care that it
credits.
costs the budget.
Porra.
I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Viu que tem um holograminha mostrando qual é o tipo de ammo que eu tô usando? Oi. Putz.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out.
Eu acho que tu bugou, moço.
She should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Come on over. On target.
Eu tinha esquecido que tu existia.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed, dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
I'm having trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Authorized.
Ah, tá. O cego. Eu não tava enxergando o bagulho.
Back up. Falling back.
Pula aquele ali também.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions.
Não sei.
What do you want to know?
Acho que tem alguém vivo.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
Um pouquinho
I
de
don't know
tudo.
the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other
A
test
gente não tem
subjects?
mais a
Project
cicatriz
Lazarus only
sobrancelha.
had one subject.
Achei que tinha.
The whole point was to bring you
Naquele
back.
menu hoje aparecia a cicatriz.
Even that was
Mas
a
acho que
challenge.
o resto do
2
rosto
years. All
cobriu.
the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's
Não
behind
foi
it?
que
what
eles te
they're after?
abandonaram, né? Que tu tá morto.
Damn if I know.
Então fica
I
meio
was
difícil
getting ready
daí.
for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions.
É aquele SIC
Next thing I
do
know,
lado
every
do
damn
teu.
mech in the place starts shooting.
Da
At
tua,
us.
da
I'm
tua
guessing it had to
cova
be an
por
inside
2
job.
anos.
You'd need top security access to hack all the
Só que não é
mechs.
nenhuma cova, né? Porque tu virou pó.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led
Viu
the
que a
Lazarus
cicatriz
team.
brilha
It was her job
ali na
to bring
bochecha?
you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check, check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers
O que
directly
quase
to
nos
Miranda.
matou
Come
com
on.
os bagulho
Service
errado
tunnels are
dele.
this way.
Então tá, né? Vamos lá. Quase o Jacob.
Sensors activated.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I don't... the best I can.
Systems engaged in power. Battle systems.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. I'll see what I can do. Oh God, they found me.
Situação.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry, they're out of control.
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh God, I'm hit. They...
Eu tô cagando pra ti, Wilson. Fala a verdade.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the
Gente
Medi-gel
precisa-
from the first aid station on the wall.
Levanta, inútil.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible
A gente ouviu
explanations.
falar dela.
She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
This project was Miranda's baby. She'd never sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We
Eu
won't make
consigo
it
ver
if
na
she's
tua
expecting a
armadura, na
shot in the back.
verdade.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Should I recognize that name?
A gente não fez a missão.
Maybe that's a side effect of your recovery. You and Cerberus certainly have a history. According to the Alliance, we're a radical pro-human splinter group. You wiped out several of our research bases. But things change.
Uma
The
só.
Alliance declared you dead. They gave up.
A gente não
Cerberus
terminou
spent a fortune to bring
a
you
rede
back.
das missões.
Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what.
Tu achou que os filhos da puta tinham terminado, que os racistas tinham terminado, não terminaram.
I promise.
Agora a gente também é.
Elusive man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I am not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss. But after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
O quê? Ah, eu tenho que achar aquele. Tá. Ah! Não sei! Ah, não gostei desse não.
Sleep mode ended. Requesting assistance. Critical system damage.
Pulei aquele dali, por favor. Boa! Mas eu vou ter que me jogar na frente dos caras. Aí. Eu queria um mapa. Seria tão bom se eu tivesse um mapa pra eu ver onde tá os caras. Ei! Que isso?
Systems active.
Fala sério, vocês estão me atirando ali de trás também.
Rerouting power.
Routing power.
Assistant. Forces have engaged.
I've got him!
Requesting assistance.
Gotta hurt!
Rerouting power.
Fôlego? Aparentemente não, mas a gente também não corre praticamente. Pra aquele lado que a gente tem que ir. Ah, tem sim. Ó, já paramos de correr. Branco, laranja, termina em verde. Ah, risquinho azul. Branco. É, não.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. It is
A gente
easily
caiu da
expected burns
atmosfera.
and internal injuries from the explosion. Subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Bastante coisa pra hackear, né? Pelo menos eu consigo hackear essas coisas. Vamos, Shepard. Corre, minha velha.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
No pescoço.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Fala, Miranda.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong.
Se ela tá errada, agora também já é tarde demais, né?
You should have taken him alive, see what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Caralho, Zé, tu.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus.
Mas eu tô te perguntando, né? Não tô perguntando pra ele. Mas vamos lá.
For this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years?
A gente já sabia
Been
disso.
gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid. Raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied,
né?
Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
Vocês são chatos, né? Se eu quiser
The
bater um
elusive man is
papo.
waiting for you in the other room.
E se eu quiser bater um papo? Eu não tenho nada. Eu gosto desse coisa. Ah, eu lembrei que esse daqui não tem... Não tem coisa. Esse daqui... A armadura não importa o coisa. Aparência, quero dizer. Tem uns DLC de armadura também. Eu acho que vem todos no... De aparência, eu acho que vem todos no Legendary Edition. Depois a gente vê. Vem pro resto das galera também, depois. E aí, time?
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced,
Espera,
but
Camilo.
in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat.
Eles são todos uns cagão que nem conselho também. Vou variar.
More convenient.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find
Estamos sendo volunteered, né? Vamos convidar.
we can part
Combinar.
ways. But first, Go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Vira, basicamente. Só que o foda disso daqui é que se a gente coisar um ponto aqui, deve ficar um ponto faltando que a gente não vai conseguir gastar em nada. Foda, né? Agora se vai.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to
Também não.
his expectations on this mission.
Eu prefiro ponto por ponto.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
É muito difícil conversar contigo, Miranda.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type
Te
of
amo,
control
mas é
chip.
muito
But
difícil.
the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Pessoalmente, eu também teria feito, mas tudo bem.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Que realmente é uma ideia muito burra. Tu faz parte de uma organização terrorista, que não é terrorista, quer dizer, desculpa, uma organização que se preocupa com o futuro da humanidade, e tu tá trazendo uma pessoa de volta à vida gastando, sei lá, 40 bilhões de créditos na ressuscitação dessa pessoa, e tu quer que ela trabalhe pra ti, mas tipo, tu não tem nenhuma forma de controlar ela. É meio burrice mesmo, Miranda, tá certa, sabe? Eu também teria botado um coisa de controle. Tá, eles querem a Shepard, tipo, eles querem a heroína Shepard que nem ela é, sabe? Tá com medo que afetasse, mas tipo, tu não tem nenhuma garantia que ela não vai, tipo, te mandar tomar no cu, sabe?
Tell me a little about yourself.
É bem
Worried about my
burrice.
qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100
Não sei qual é o
yards.
problema
Take it
do Elusive Man ali, mano.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Ai, Miranda, tu vai ser minha amiga, querendo ou não, tu não tem escolha.
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Tá bom,
It's
fala.
obvious you're not interested in
Preciso
talking.
falar mais tarde.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Não tem escolha, Miranda. E aí,
I'm
Jacob?
glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just agreed to work with him. I still don't trust him.
Do you trust me, Commander?
Eu não te conheço. Qual das três, Camila?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Eu odeio Cerberus no princípio também.
Do you know
Isso
anything
tudo
about
bem.
this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Tá bom, Diego. Falou. Ah, 1000 experiência. Ó, 120 mil créditos. A gente precisava de mais, na verdade, mas tudo bem. Ah, ele reconheceu que eu coisei Mass Effect 2. Ah, se pá foi disso. Desbloqueou o Singularity no primeiro, aquele. Se pá ele reconheceu do Mass Effect 1. Foi isso então, porque eu tô jogando pelo Xbox, né? E tá a mesma conta da origem que eu joguei Mass Effect 50 vezes originalmente. Ah, então o spa foi disso. Não sabia que ele pegava, tipo, da trilogia original. Tá, menos mal. Tá, 200 mil pilas. Bem melhor, tamo melhor. Ah, tá, de boas. Eu tava achando que era bug. Aí, e Element Zero também. Element Zero aqui. Olha, é um inferno de conseguir essa merda. 50 mil Element Zero vai ser... Vai ser uma ajuda. Vai sumir em 2 toques, mas vai ser uma ajuda.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your
Ah,
command.
depois tu vai
Do you
ver.
have any orders?
A gente precisa pra fazer uns negócios. Ah,
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a
qual
clue.
foi isso?
They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Conveniente, né? Teve um caso dessa colônia. Já bem na hora que deu ruim que eu acabei acordando.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
É muito
Be nice to
pessimista,
find
Miranda.
somebody. Anything's better than
Muito
another
pessimista.
ghost town.
Tem que pensar positivo. Aqui na minha equipe a gente pensa positivo. Deixa eu salvar e deixa eu botar ponto nas galera. Não tenho nada, mas... O que tu tem de bom? Tu não é leal, eu tô ciente. Não é novidade. Então. Como é que eu vejo as minhas armas novas? Porque eles disseram que eu recoisei. Vai no Codex. Vai no Squad. Só do chip? Será? Eu não consigo ver daqui de lá? Acho que não. Ali atrás não tem nada. Aqui tem um bagulete. Eu amo filme de terror. Ah, falando em filme de terror, eu terminei de assistir jogarem The Quarry. Vou te confessar que eu fiquei... Como é que tu chegou aí, cara? Que eu fiquei meio decepcionado. Não é nenhum Until Dawn.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Mas não é ruim. Os diálogos, principalmente, são meio esquisitos. Acho que eles têm algumas cenas que, tipo, eles estão falando. Eles estão, tipo, falando... Eles estão, tipo, conversando, assim, tipo, uns bagulho aleatório que não tem nada a ver com, tipo, com o plot. E daí eles estão batendo papo e a cena parece que nunca termina e daí tu fica, tipo, tá, vamos acelerar, sabe?
Strange.
Meu Deus, eu literalmente quase morri.
System not designed for special
I got it!
Have a nice trip! On target, yeah!
Activity! Shoot them before they take out the shield. Can't get along!
Ah, tem um cachorro ali. Ô, caralho. Ô, bosta. Tem outro aqui. Ó, tô quase morrendo. Ai, eu devia ter pego o barrier. Ai, eu devia ter pego o barrier. Caguei muito. Eu devia ter pego o reef. Eu não tenho uma vida, não tenho uma coisa. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui nos controles, pera aí. É. É, eu caguei no patê.
Hear that? Sounds like thunder smacks.
Strange.
Ah, minha gente, se esconde aí.
I've got him! Incoming!
Shoot them before they take out the
O
shield.
meu docinho de coco.
Affirmative.
casualty.
Ah! Miranda? Não sei, bonita. É isso só que ela faz.
Hear that? Sounds like fender specs.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the quarters.
Ela é Bioric. Para isso eu não sei. Ela tem um Warp e Overload. Eu acho que se passa Sentinel.
Excuse careful. Requesting assistance. Critical system damage. Requesting assistance.
Big activity.
Consigo me curar com essa merda? Não, só reviver. Não tem como se curar nessa merda desse jogo. Não dá pra viver desse jeito, minha gente.
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Vamos lá, gente.
Engaging.
Ai, caceta! Filho de uma puta. Dois desgraçados. Esse filho de uma puta morreram. Sério. Insanity, né? É bem Insanity. Olha, aparentemente, espera um segundo aí. Ah. Dá pra se curar usando meridial mesmo. Puta que pariu, eu não lembrava disso. Deus, que inferno. O que eu vou fazer da minha vida? Ah, não tem mais nenhum pontinho, nada não. Ai, que vida triste a minha.
Hear that? Sounds like fender specs.
Strange. Security systems were disabled.
Shields down.
Gotta hurt! Have a nice trip!
Watch out! Shoot them before they take out the shields.
Oh!
Power system failed.
Drop! Gravity's one beating heart.
Meu Deus, que ódio.
Have a nice trip. Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Maior é que é sempre uma merda, porque tu não consegue, tu não pode usar armadura forte. É tipo o arqueiro, sabe? Tu não pode usar o ranger, coisa do tipo em RPG normal. Não consegue usar armadura boa, então tu é sempre uma merda, tu é fraco. E tu apanha. Horrível. Péssimo. Ódio, ódio, raiva. Mas foi, deu certo. Tamo vivo. Eu consigo hackear esses negócios, pelo menos. Menos mal. Até porque se não desse pra hackear esses negócios, não teria como jogar esse jogo. A gente não ia ter dinheiro. Eu tenho uma lanterninha também, né?
On our right.
Ô, desgraçado. Ai. Todas as minhas armas com a ammo de incendiária. Tá. E aí?
Stop right there.
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Olha aí, olha aí.
Wait. Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tally. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
Não, tu tá trabalhando
Praza,
comigo.
You're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people.
Eles são racistas, mano.
And tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work
Seria tão bom se tu não falasse nada, Miranda. Se ficasse quieta nessas missões.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
Tchau, Todd. A gente se vê depois. Sabe, Miranda, deixa eu falar. Não precisa tu falar.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Eu tô vendo.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
On our right!
Que isso? Não, a Miranda não é a nova Ashley. A Miranda tá numa categoria diferente. Até porque a Miranda tá numa coisa terrorista de verdade. A Ashley era só meio filha da puta às vezes, né? Ela só fazia uns comentários meio merda. É tipo tu comparar o teu tio que faz uns comentários meio merda do churrasco com um neonazista, sabe?
Use overload on it.
Ah, não é bem que ela é racista, sabe? Que ela é Cerberus, né? Ô, caceta! Que isso? Enxerga? Ah, eu acho que pior é uma palavra muito forte, sabe? Eu não acho certo. Ora! Tô vendo. Se eu fosse embora, eu nunca mais voltasse. O que tu acha? Miranda já? Olha a pose também da bicha. Ô, desgraçado, filho de uma puta! Colete, enxerga! A gente não tem mais. Acorda, minha gente.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen.
Tá
They
bom.
want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch.
Porra, de novo? Que isso? Mano, te enxerga! Não pode ser real. Não pode ser real. Eu voltei só pra ver se tinha um negócio ali, mano. Se vocês, um de vocês fosse na frente. Não quero ir na frente. Não, tu fica aí. Fica aí bem quietinha.
There we go. Yes.
Charge meu cu que eu vou chargear ali. Que falta que faz um EA hacking aqui, hein? Tem outro.
They did want to get to Vito first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll
Tô
take cover by the
fazendo o que eu
doors. Shepard, you
posso.
take point.
Take point, Shepard.
Espera,
We'll cover the door.
Jacob. Tu espera. Eu não gosto de gente me acelerando.
Heading to cover.
Moving to cover.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Vai, inferno. Odeio gente me acelerando. Ah, morre vocês então, seus burros. Quiseram correr na frente.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Defense.
Overload will take out their shield.
Porra, eita porra, eita porra. Miranda, vem cá.
Going.
Puta que me pariu. Corre, desgraçada! Eu vou morrer, eu vou morrer, eu vou morrer. Eu vou morrer. É que o meu poder é se jogar nas galera e bater de frente, de perto. Mas como é que tu vai bater de perto com um troço desse, sabe? Eu tô ligado que tu quer pra coisar overload. Porque tu é a única que tem overload, né, minha bonita? Eu não tenho overload. Tem que overloadar.
No shield.
Por que eu não tá atacando essa merda?
Moving to target.
Here we go.
Porra! Não! Eu tenho que ficar correndo na volta dessa merda.
Have a nice trip. It's going up.
Oh, foi. Ah, Jacob, tu não fez literalmente nada. Tu não fez absolutamente nada, tu não ajudou em nada. Fui eu e a Miranda. Inútil do inferno. A minha ansiedade. Não tem ideia. Tá louco. Boa, achei 4 granadas. Tem uma arma no 3 que é tipo esse lança-granada. Bem foda.
I'll take it.
Tá, sai do caminho, meu amor. Aí. Fala, minha
This is your
gente.
chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Se eu terminasse com teus feridos. Não tá aqui, né?
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Ele tá bem doido,
Nobody's
coitado.
gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Eu também acho que não.
Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Eu cheguei agora.
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
No.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
E aí? O Victor vai com a Talia ou o Victor vem com a gente? O que tu acha?
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Para 2100 e tantos, a qualidade das câmeras tá bem ruim, né?
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best.
Pois é,
They
falei que era bem
periodically travel to the terminal
conveniente.
systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march.
Ele poderia também estar só nos enganando, né? Ele sabe que a gente se importa com os Reapers, ele podia estar só no... Ele pode estar só no... Dizendo, aham, os Reapers estão envolvidos, sim, pra gente fazer o que ele quer, né?
If this is a war, I'll need an army.
Sim,
Or a
tem
really
mod
good
LGBT
team.
pros
I've
três
already
Mass
compiled a list of
Effect.
soldiers, scientists,
Mas
and
o segundo e o
mercenaries.
terceiro
Get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and
são
convincing
dois
them to
mods
work with you could be
diferentes.
challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue
Depois
to
eu
track
falo.
the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop
Isso, eu
Saren
quero minha
and
família
Geth.
de volta.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Liara Tisani?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Tu lembra do Shadow Broker? A gente foi falar com um agente dele, pedir informação uma vez.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
É um cara, não sabe se é um cara ou se é uma mulher ou se é um grupo de pessoas, não sabe, né? Mas é uma coisa, uma pessoa que sabe, tipo, basicamente tudo sobre todo mundo, assim. Tem vários agentes que coletam informações, espiões e tal. Tem, tipo, isso. Aparentemente a Liara tá trabalhando pra eles.
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were
Não é
declared
bem a
dead.
vibe da Liara, né?
Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Okay, I get it. They're not
Todo mundo
available.
tá ocupado,
You're a
puta que
leader,
pariu.
Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my
2
team's
anos não é
ready.
nada, gente. Pelo amor de Deus.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Olha aí.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just...
Te deram uma cadeira de rodas,
The team was
cara.
broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
Umas muletas, alguma
Trust
coisa.
the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this.
A minha vida não precisaria ser salva se não fosse por tua culpa, né? Ela é bonita. Mesmo com o símbolo do Cerberus grudado nela.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Eu tinha baixado eu baixei pros 3 jogos também um mod que fazia as cutscenes, algumas das cutscenes serem em ultra wide também. No 2 parece que tá funcionando melhor do que no primeiro. 9.000. 2.000 de iridium. Olha, comparado com o que a gente ganhou de bônus lá das outras playthrough, que era 50.000, 20.000. Aqui é 2.000 de iridium só que a gente achou. Tô dizendo que a gente só se fode. A gente é pobre nesse jogo. E aí, minha gente? Não sei se tu percebeu, mas a Normand tá maior também. Eles construíram ela um pouquinho maior. E se fizeram, né?
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Tá bom,
Without
Miranda.
that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Ai, minha filha.
Preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Ai! Uhum. Club, tá bom. Vamos dar uma... Vamos ver meus e-mails, ver se eu tenho alguma coisa. Não tem nenhuma mensagem, eu acho. Não tem. Tem um monte de e-mail, meu Deus. O Anderson mandou-me um e-mail. The off chance rumors are true, actually alive. Ele quer falar com a gente na Citadel. Tá bom. O Elusive Man. Um mercenário veterano, Zaid Massani. O Zaid também é um DLC. Mas esse eu paguei por ele. Envolve some the best. Não. Tá. Mercenário, basicamente. Ele vai estar em Omega também. Project Firewalker. Eles não tinham tirado esse coisa do Legendary Edition? Jurava por Deus que eles tinham tirado o Firewalker do coisa. Enfim, depois a gente vê isso. Admiral Hacker também, mas é todo mundo fofoqueiro, né? Já estão sabendo que a gente tá vivo. Puta que pariu. Nem conversamos ainda com ninguém, é só a Thalia nos viu. Ela foi direto lá no WhatsApp mandar mensagem falando da gente. Tá louco. Tá. Se a gente quiser visitar onde a Normand caiu... Tá bom, obrigado. Depois eu vejo. Esse Project Overlord aqui também é uma DLC. Isso aqui é bem importante de fazer. Tá bom. Uma arma. Essa aqui, a Kazumi aqui também. Mais uma pessoa. Essa aqui tá na Citadel. Esse aqui também tá no... Essa aqui, a Kazumi também era um DLC. Eu também comprei ela. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. Porra! Closing, estão me cobrando 100 mil pra reativar minha conta de coisa do seguro de vida. Tá louco. Tá bom, valeu. Olha, dá pra ter... A gente vai ter todas as galera aqui no... Coisa. Daqui era. Não. Aqui todas as mensagens, né? Tá. Upgrades. A gente vê isso.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Ai, oi, Kelly.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say,
Eles mudaram a
it's such
tua
an honor
cara.
to work under you, Commander Shepard.
Tu tá muito esquisita, Kelly. O que eles fizeram contigo?
I'm glad to have you on the team, Ms. Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Tu quer chamar ela de Kelly? Ou tu quer se for manter uma formalidade?
Okay, Kelly.
Imaginei.
Anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
A gente não precisar ficar fazendo as rondas, ela nos avisa quando alguém quer conversar. Quando a gente tem muito e-mail também.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role.
Yeoman.
Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure.
Ah, mas eles cagaram com a tua cara, minha filha.
I'm good at
Tá
sensing when people
esquisita.
are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
Não, porque ela não sabe falar Xuxa, infelizmente. Eles não sabem pronunciar esse nome.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Você só acredita nisso não, mas valeu,
How do
Kelly.
you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Tá bom, vamos se acalmar um pouquinho, tá? Um pouquinho intensa pra mim. Qual das três, Camila? É, né? É o que parece, ela tá um pouquinho intensa, né? Primeira vez que a gente conversa, ela já quer... I trust you implicitly, sabe? É meio...
The trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Não.
Okay.
Valeu,
Maybe we'll talk
Kelly.
later.
Tá bom. Tá bem maior, na real. Normalmente. Eu vou te jogar no chão. Ui, é pra deixar a gente louco isso daqui. Olha ali a Iri. E aí,
Can
Joker?
you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be
Cadeira de couro não respira.
Here's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet.
Quente até.
Now
É
she's got
ruim.
this thing I don't want to talk about.
Quando eu tava procurando uma cadeira pro computador, eu queria uma cadeira daquelas de tecido de verdade, eu não queria uma de couro. Mas essa daqui era a única que tinha em Porto Alegre inteira.
don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right.
Não, é só
I guess
cor
it's hard to
mesmo.
argue when they install an AI
Era a única de Porto
We're
Alegre.
staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real
Não
leather.
gosto muito de cor porque fica quente. Tô sempre suando.
Leather.
Ei, já vamos conversar.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge.
Não, eu não comprei muito cedo, eu comprei no meio da pandemia. Tava tudo em falta, os material. Eles não estavam fabricando. Não tinha, tava em falta de material, falta de cadeira e falta de tudo, não existia. Eu tava precisando de uma cadeira. Tava sentando nas cadeiras lá da cozinha.
I want to know more about you.
E das dores nas costas minha tinha quebrado.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
Yeah.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to change
Inteligência artificial é legal também.
necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Sim, tu lembra que eu te falei do... Tu lembra que eu te falei da história lá dos Quarians, que eles criaram os Geth, eles se rebelaram, expulsaram os Quarians do planeta deles, e daí eles ficaram migrando e tal. Então, depois disso, foi o conselho coisou como toda pesquisa, todo tipo de pesquisa de inteligência artificial como sendo ilegal, para não acontecer nada do tipo de novo, né? Mas, claramente, as pessoas não ouvem, tanto que a gente tá aqui com a Id aqui na frente.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and
13
physical
atrás?
isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
Não vai nos
That
contar.
prevents me from answering that question.
Óbvio.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have?
Não vai nos falar isso também.
Personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Tá bom, obrigado.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Vamos dar uma olhada no resto da nave. Normandy
A
SR2.
scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Tá bom, a gente vai arranjar um... Aqui, em vez de ser o bagulho do conselho, agora é um elevador essa porta aqui atrás. Aqui tem uma outra id. Aí, Jacob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
Eles não fizeram, né?
They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Qual do estresse?
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Pra cá não tem nada, né? Aí isso. Eu quero o bagulho que eu acabei de... Ah, aqui. Os loadout. O arc projector é melhor, eu acho. De arc. Biotech Labs. E é o coisa de se encontrar. Transferir. Tá, vamos pegar o elevador. Captain's Cabin. Vamos olhar nosso quarto.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is
Maior que a minha casa,
not
praticamente.
an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Dá pra perceber. Dá pra gente comprar peixe depois, pra botar os peixes aqui. Aqui é os meus achievements, né? Ali a área. Ele reconhece quem a gente coisou. Aqui é o computador pra gente ver nossos e-mails de novo. Ah, e dá pra gente comprar mini nave de metal de colecionador. A gente já tem uma Normand pra comprar e achar. Dá pra trocar a roupa que a gente fica enquanto a gente tá pela Normand também. Imagina, tipo, a nossa roupa casual. A gente não tem desbloqueado nenhum dos bang bom ainda. Tem uma armadura muito foda que é de Dragon Age. Eu acho que eles devem ter colocado no Legendary Edition. Eles não iam... Tá. Depois a gente gasta todo o nosso dinheiro em peixe, em coisa. É isso. Sei se... Ah, aqui aparece onde fica todo mundo. Vamos lá ver a Miranda lá no Crew's Quarters também. Né? Pena que ela não tá aqui. Life support, portrait observation.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Wow. My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly.
Imagina tu tá conversando com a galera e chega Eu só fico aqui em cima de te ouvindo tua conversa. O foqueiro, eu gosto de ouvir. O banheiro. Banheiro bem ruim. Mano, olha esse vaso sanitário. Quem é que vai usar esse vaso sanitário? Não tem porta. Não pode ser real isso, sabe?
The starboard observation deck is closed until needed.
Por que? Deixa eu explorar. É a minha porra da minha nave.
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
Eu sei, tô explorando.
The port observation deck is closed until needed.
Meu Deus, que inferno, EG.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real
Parados,
nice,
banheiro.
Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You
Esses
did
normatividade
humanity
que
proud
chama.
that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality
Já começou os
ingredients...
pedidos.
Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on
Eu
the
vou no
Citadel.
supermercado
Forget I
depois.
mentioned
O que tu quer?
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What
Cozinha.
don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical.
Eu
I
faço
make
tudo,
sure they're all
basicamente.
clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands most of the time. This ain't no luxury
que
liner.
delícia.
You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat.
Butt
It'll take
puckers.
good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I won't
A
take
maioria das galera que não gosta de Alien ou por causa... Não dá pra ir lá também agora. Ou por causa da guerra de primeiro contato com os Turians ou por causa dos Batarians. Os caras roubam, sequestram as galera pra vender de escravo, né? Olha quem é...
I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked.
E aí, doutora?
You're serving on a
Saudades?
Cerberus vessel now? Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy.
Mais bonito, tem janela.
My private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice
Mais
brandy that I was
pedido.
saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement.
Arranje uma bebidinha.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you.
Ah.
On a mission
Ufa.
that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Come
Falou,
on.
doutora. Fala depois que eu arranjar tua cachaçinha. Aqui era onde era o nosso quarto antes, na outra nave. Ei, Miranda.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our status.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
What can you tell me about the Elusive Man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. We keep our ranks and structure similar to the Alliance. A lot of our recruits started there, but not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Pois é, né? No pressure.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations.
Não é bem a mesma
Cerberus is
coisa.
humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded, and our backers trust the Elusive Man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the Elusive Man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
Menos ficar viva, né? E isso tu não consegue.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact.
Eles nerfaram
My
também
strength, even my looks. They're all
os
designed
shots
to give me an edge.
os shots da bunda dela, que eles coisavam cada 2 segundos. Cada vez que mudava a câmera, quando tu falava com a Miranda na trilogia original, eles focavam na bunda dela, era ridículo.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically,
Passava
I'm
mais
superior
tempo
in
olhando
many
pra
ways.
bunda da Miranda do que
I
pra
heal
cara
quickly,
dela.
and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Então é perfeito.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Viu? Agora ela foi menos filho da puta. Um buraco aqui. A cama não parece comprida o suficiente pra caber uma pessoa.
Commander.
Não!
I'll let you work.
Of course,
Não,
Commander.
eu queria correr, eu não queria clicar em ti. Então tá. Eu acho que eu vou terminar por aqui a live, que a gente já jogou bastante. E aí na próxima live a gente... Ó, aqui já começou as coisas, os pedidos de coisa. Na próxima a gente vai pra... Warlord... Angel... A gente vai pro Omega, que dá pra pegar 3 pessoas lá. A gente tem que recrutar a Jack, tem que recrutar o Archangel, que tá em Omega, o Dr. Okira aqui, que tá em um planeta lá aleatório, o Morgan, que tá em Omega também. Tem que falar com o Conselho, mas isso tem que ir na Citadel. O Zaid tá em Omega também. A Kazumi tá no... tá na Citadel. A gente começa indo pra Omega. Vou botar tem ponto. Vamos ver a ponto aqui. Tô usando bastante o Reeve, mais do que o Charge. Vamos coisar o Reeve. Aproveitar que tem 3 mesmo. Omega e Citadel na próxima. Deixa eu salvar de novo por cima do save que eu acabei de fazer. Deu. Então, eras isso. Espero que tu tenha curtido, Kami. E espero que se alguém no futuro vai assistir no YouTube também tenha curtido a live. Jogamos 2 jogos diferentes nessa live. Depois vou ter que separar em 2 vídeos pra postar no YouTube. E é isso. Mass Effect 1 terminamos. E até a próxima. Que eu não sei quando é que vai ser. Se para segunda, se para terça. Até a próxima e falou.